Now, 4th of January is Ezra 4, Old Testament and New Testament plus per Psalms on weekends of plus per Psalm on weekends now. Ezra 4. When the enemies of Judah and Benjamin heard that the exiles were building the temple for the Lord, the God of Israel, they came to Zerubbabel and to the heads of the families and said, "Let us help you build, because like you, we seek your God and have been sacrificing to him since the time Esarhaddon, king of Assyria, who brought us here." But Zerubbabel, Joshua, and the rest of the heads of the families of Israel answered, "You have no part with us in building a temple to our God. We built it for the Lord, the God of Israel." As King Cyrus, the king of Persia, commanded us. Then the people around them set out to discourage the people of Judah and make them afraid to go on building. They bribed officials to work against them and frustrate their plans during the entire reign of Cyrus, king of Persia, and down to the reign of Darius, king of Persia again. At the beginning of the reign, Xerxes, they lodged an accusation against the people of Judah and Jerusalem. And in the days of Artaxerxes, king of Persia, Bishlam, Mithridates, Tabeel, and the rest of associates wrote a letter to Artaxerxes. The letter was written in Aramaic script and in the Aramaic language. Rehum is the commanding officer, and Shimshai, the secretary, wrote a letter against Jerusalem and Artaxerxes the king as follows. Rehum, the commanding officer, and Shimshai, the secretary, together with the rest of the associates, the judges, officials, and the administrators over the people of Persia, Uruk and Babylon, the Elamites of Susa, and the other people whom the great and honorable Ashurbanipal deported and settled in the city of Samaria and elsewhere in Trans Euphrates. This is the copy the letter they sent him to King Artaxerxes. For your sermons, for your servants in Trans Euphrates. The king should know that the people who came up to us from you have gone to Jerusalem, and you are rebuilding that rebellious and wicked city. They are restoring the walls and repairing the foundations. Furthermore, the king should know that if its city is built and its walls are restored, no more taxes, tribute, or duty will be paid, and eventually the royal revenue will suffer. Now, since we are under obligation to the balance and it's not proper for us to see the king dishonored, we are sending this message to inform the king so that a search may be made in the archives of your predecessors. In these records, you will find the city is a rebellious city, troublesome to the kings and province, a place with a long history of sedition. That is why the city was destroyed. We informed the king that if its city is built and it was restored, you will be left with nothing in Trans Euphrates. The king sent this reply to Rehum to the commanding officer, Shimshai the secretary, and the rest of the associate living in Samaria and elsewhere. Trans Euphrates greetings. The letter you sent us have been read interested in my presence. I issued an order and a search was made, and it was found that the city has a long history of revolt against kings and has been a place of rebellion and sedition. The Jerusalem has had powerful king ruling over the whole of Trans Euphrates and Texas. Tribute and duty were paid them. Now issue an order to this man stop work, so that the city will not be rebuilt that until I so order. Be careful not to neglect this matter. Why let this street grow to the detriment of the royal interest? As soon as the copy of the letter of King Artaxerxes was read to Rehum and Shimshai, the secretary, and the associates, they were immediately to the Jews in Jerusalem and compelled they by force to stop. Thus the work of the house of God of Jerusalem came to a standstill until the second years of the reign of Darius, king of Persia. Plus, the Psalms here. The Psalms 3 to 4, chapter 3 and 4. Lord, how many are my foes? How many rise up against me? Many are saying of me, God will not deliver him. But you, Lord, are a shield around me, my glory, the one who lifts my head high. I call out the Lord, but he answers me from his holy mountain. I lie down and sleep. I wake again, because the Lord sustains me. I will not fear, to tens of thousands assail me every side. Arise, Lord, deliver me, my God. Strike all my enemies of the jaw. Break the teeth of the wicked. From the Lord comes deliverance. May your blessing be on your people. Answer Psalms 4. Answer me when I call to you, my righteous God. Give me relief from my distress. Have mercy on me and hear my prayer. How long will your people turn my glory into shame? How long will you love delusions and seek false gods? Know that the Lord has set apart his faithful servant for himself. The Lord hears when I call to him. Tremble and do not sin. When you are on your beds, search your heart and be silent. Offer the sacrifice of righteousness and trust to the Lord. Many, Lord, are asking, who will bring us prosperity? Let the light of your face and shine on us. Fill my heart with joy when the grain and new wine abound. In peace I will lie down and sleep. For you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety. Yes. Uh, Amen.